Gérard Addat is a passionate dance enthusiast of swing style, Spanish music combined with contemporary ballet style. In 1984, he released the song Souvenirs of Saigon. This was the turning point of his singing career. His songs and stories about Vietnam have got the attention of European media. Introducing the image of Vietnam to international friends through photos, videos, and music is the way Addat, a French-Vietnamese artist, used for half a century to introduce Vietnam on the media in Europe. Greetings from Sharing Vietnam on VTC10 Netviet. In today's program, let's come back to the interview with Mr. Gérard Addat, a French artist who's looking back into Vietnam with his passion and love for this country. So thank you, Mr. Addat, for joining us. As far as we know, the number of Vietnamese people living in France is very large. So what activities do you often share with them in order to share your nostalgia for Vietnam?
Okay, when you have the TED, that's when they asked me. Last year, I had the ambassador of Vietnam there. He was there. He came to me, he said, oh, in French, of course, he speaks beautiful French. He said, Monsieur Gérard Addat, votre chanson, Mes souvenirs de Saigon, Kỷ of Vietnam, my souvenirs, my recollections of Vietnam. That's a beautiful song, you know. I was so pleased to hear that from the ambassador of Vietnam, and then eventually he put me in touch with the cultural center of Vietnam. Now we are good friends, and I'm waiting for me. They're, you know, watching me until I get there next time and perform. So I'm writing new songs to share that with the Vietnamese people.
So how do you feel after sharing your passion, your love, your nostalgia for Vietnam with the community over there?
On and off, they invite me when they have Vietnamese show. But in this case, I'm with some other Vietnamese singers coming from the States and Vietnam, which is fantastic. I'm a lucky guy, you know. And beside that, I can also strictly, especially for the French people, do my repertoire in French. So I'm a lucky boy. You see, this is, as you say in Vietnamese, một cái khiếu, a gift for languages. I speak various languages, and I can sing also in those languages and make the people happy wherever they come from. And when I sing in Vietnamese, không biết đêm nay vì sao tôi buồn, buồn vì chờ mưa hai báo trong tim, đã mãi thua qua tôi vẫn đi tìm, nhưng về nhung phút ngồi vui ngày áo thơ, you know, and they love it, you know, and I'm so happy. Sometimes I feel like crying, you know, but that's the way, that's my life. So when I come here, it's a good source for me to start again. And when I go back to France by the end of this month, I'll be a new man again with lots of projects in my mind, in my head, you see. So there we are.
After many years of separation, Addat had the opportunity to return to Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City in 1990 when he worked for Vietnam Tourism in Paris. At that time, his boss sent him to Vietnam for 2 weeks. Also from that trip, he returned to Vietnam once every 3 or 4 years. In the song Ho Chi Minh City, he called it the days of happiness. Happy days, I come back here, the city of my childhood, where I grew up in love.
Car c'est Dakar, Saigon.
Music is the way Addat, a Vietnamese French artist, used for half a century to introduce Vietnam to the media in Europe. Not only Vietnamese audiences, but also audiences from countries like France, Finland, Portugal also opened their hearts to the songs he wrote about Saigon or Ho Chi Minh City. Radio and television stations in those countries interviewed and invited Addat to perform. Proud of being a part of Vietnam, Addat said the French love Vietnam, from humans to culture. Currently, the image of Vietnam is promoted a lot in media in France. Many French people like to travel to Vietnam.
The melody is quite different from those in Vietnam. When the Vietnamese singers adapt a foreign song, Latino song, and he sings in Vietnamese, the melody is there, so you can dance. But with their own melody, that's different. And I say, oh, it's a pity, because they do have some good melodies, but that's the way it is. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And so, my songs, I can adapt them in Vietnamese. And I've been asked, even the ambassador of Vietnam say, why don't you try to adapt some, you sing a bit in Vietnamese and a bit in French. I started already.
So on this occasion, do you have any messages that you would like to pass on to our TV viewers?
Ah, beautiful. Very nice, I appreciate. Well, quý vị khán giả, to you, all the people watching this program, and to all the people in Vietnam, well, I admire you here in Vietnam. Hard-working people, but so hospitable, so pleasant, and looking forward to the future. Looking forward to the future. When I talk to the young people, students and all that, they ask me about it, and I say, boys, girls, carry on. Carry on. You have a lovely country here, which is mine also, yeah? And whatever you do in the future, go ahead, yeah? But keep strong, and remember, you have a great country. You have a great country, and I'm part of it too. I'm Viet. How do you say Viet Phát Lai? Yes, Eurasian. I'm a Eurasian. You had the Amerasian, the time of the American living with Vietnamese, having children, well, Amerasian. I'm Eurasian. At the time it was French here. Yeah. And so every time I come here, and all my Eurasian friends were part of an association. And they're always watching me say, please bring back to us something from Vietnam. And the best way is through TV as well, you know. So thank you for welcoming me here. And my message will be definitely spread out, yeah, through your program. And what I do to the professional people as well, I send it to them, to the TV people as well, abroad and in France. They know through my intervention here in your program, they know that they can learn something about Vietnam as well. So thank you so much, Monsieur Hip.
It is very interesting to hear that, and we hope that in the future you will have more opportunities to come to Vietnam and got more and more inspiration for your new songs about Vietnam.
Okay, thank you so much. And yes, definitely I shall come back here to Vietnam, and first Hanoi and then Saigon, where I was born. But rest assured that it's a promise, I'll be back. I'll be back again to see you again. Good morning, Vietnam. Bonjour, Vietnam. Au plaisir et à bientôt. Xin chào. Hẹn gặp lại. Cảm ơn nhiều.
That's all we have for this episode of Sharing Vietnam today. For comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at sharingvietnam@netvietTV.net. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.
car j'ai vu le jour à Saigon. Non loin du quartier